In just 21 days, the United States will be on the verge of major economic shifts that could change the course of our future. Stay tuned to find out what's happening, how it will affect you, and what you can do to prepare. But before we dive into all the critical details, do me a quick favor: smash that like button and subscribe to Financial Futures if you haven't already. I'm here every week with the latest updates to help you stay ahead of the financial curve. Your support means the world to me and helps keep this content coming your way. Alright, let's dive right in. Over the next 21 days, the US will face three major events that will directly impact the economy, the markets, and ultimately your wallet. Number 1, the October jobs report. Why is this so crucial? Because the state of employment is a direct indicator of economic health. In recent months, we've seen some mixed signals, with the job market appearing to weaken except for the last report, which strangely came in stronger than expected. What's happening? Is it real growth or just temporary? The upcoming jobs report will give us a clearer picture. And then, just a few days after the jobs report, we have the presidential election, arguably one of the most important elections in modern US history. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, that's your decision. But let's be real, the results will likely have a major impact on the economy, policies, and market reactions. Here's the kicker: current polling shows the candidates are neck and neck. It's anyone's game, and depending on who comes out on top, the direction of taxes, spending, and regulations could shift dramatically. This could be a very close call, and history has shown us that election outcomes can lead to significant market volatility. Next up, and this one is big, the Federal Reserve will be holding their highly anticipated meeting right after the election. This will be their first meeting since they made the decision to cut interest rates for the first time in 4 years. And it's going to be an absolute game changer. They're expected to cut rates again, possibly by 25 basis points. But here's the thing: nothing's guaranteed. If the jobs report is surprisingly strong or inflation spikes higher, they might hit pause on rate cuts. And remember, higher interest rates mean higher borrowing costs for everything: your mortgage, car loans, and even credit card interest. And don't forget, the Fed has a lot of power. They're essentially holding the fate of a potential recession in their hands. The decisions they make in early November will likely determine whether we slip into a recession or manage to dodge that bullet, at least for now. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what does all this mean for you? Well, if you're an investor, business owner, or even just managing your household budget, these next 21 days could be pivotal. Let's start with investments. A major Federal Reserve rate cut could boost the stock market, but it could also signal that the economy is in trouble. If you're holding on to stocks, bonds, or real estate, be ready for some volatility. Depending on how this unfolds, it might be a good time to review your portfolio and consider diversification to protect against potential downturns. Now, for everyday consumers, this affects you too. Interest rate changes can impact everything from mortgage rates to credit card debt. So, whether you're looking to buy a home, refinance, or just manage your daily finances, pay close attention to what happens in the Fed meeting. Just to put this all in perspective historically, when the Fed cuts rates aggressively, it's usually because they're trying to prevent a deeper economic decline. And sometimes it works. But if they move too slowly or fail to address inflation, the consequences can be pretty severe. Remember 2008? The housing crisis and financial collapse were partly due to slow reaction times and a failure to adjust to economic realities. And right now, we're seeing some eerily similar patterns in terms of high inflation and employment concerns. So, what can you do in the next 21 days to prepare for these major changes? Number 1, stay informed. Keep an eye on the upcoming jobs report and Fed meeting. Number 2, if you're an investor, don't panic but be ready to act if the markets start to swing. And number 3, make sure your personal finances are in order, especially if you have variable rate debt like credit cards or home equity lines of credit. Lastly, and most importantly, remember that the economy moves in cycles. While it can be scary, it's also full of opportunities if you're prepared. Alright, that's all for today's video. These next 21 days will be critical for the US economy, and I'll be keeping you posted every step of the way here on Financial Futures. If you got value out of this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Remember, whether the market's going up or down, there are always ways to secure your financial future. You just need to stay informed and be ready to adapt.